remember about a year ago, I was trying to bulk and I was just following the advice that fitness influencers give. Just meet your calories and you'll gain muscle. Doesn't matter what you eat. So I was having McDonald's, Taco Bell's. I quite literally remember bringing a whole box of Cheez-Its to school multiple times a week and just eating it during class. I was having these MRX bars, they were like 400 calories, like 30 grams of protein. I thought this was going to be benefiting me. Little did I know that the ingredients in all of this food was decreasing my testosterone like crazy, giving me brain fog, keeping me bloated, making me feel like crap all day, ruining all my workouts. In this video, I kind of just want to go over all of the bad ingredients to look out for and how to fix up your diet so you could finally start to see so much improvements in your life. Everything has changed from, let's say, like 1950 to now. Back then, there was only simple ingredients in foods, but these days the ingredients are paragraphs, and it's very sad to see because a lot of people don't realize what they're putting in their body. A lot of people just look at the macros, the protein, the calories, and they just eat it. They mindlessly just eat, consume. But you have to like look at the ingredients, realize what's in it, realize that this is going to harm you like crazy. You become a lot more productive when you clean your diet, and that's honestly the best productivity hack is to just eat clean. Your brain is going to work at like a even a 5 to 10% better way, and a lot of people are not going to think that 5 to 10% is a lot, but just imagine someone that's 10% smarter than you, 10% more productive than you. They're going to destroy you in any area of life, whether that be wealth, health, relationships, anything. If your brain is working at a better way, if your brain is sharper, you're going to achieve a lot more than the average person who's eating Pop Tarts for breakfast. At this point, you can't even trust the doctors. Doctors are telling us that meat is bad for us. How is meat bad for us? This is what we've been eating for thousands of years. And we can't just listen to this fat doctor telling us that all this stuff is bad. We have to really go deeper and realize what this agenda is trying to put up on us. A lot of us are going to argue for this garbage food. I used to argue for it myself. But the reason why is because you're so manipulated, you're so addicted. It's literally like a drug. These ingredients keep you hooked like a drug. You have to be aware and just get rid of this from your life. If you eat food made in labs, like you're literally, it's common sense, you're not going to feel good. So I'm gonna go over the ingredients now. We have BHT. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that word because honestly, search it up and you'll feel the same way. So this is basically a preservative that extends the shelf life. So if you think about a food and it's supposed to get rotten, obviously, like how every single food is supposed to be. BHT is basically an artificial preservative that keeps it kind of like intact. So if you think about a burger from McDonald's, this stuff lasts like months, and the reason why is because they put these preservatives to kind of just keep it from gaining bacteria or mold or anything like that. Now this is very carcinogenic, which means it disrupts your hormones, and when your hormones are disrupted, you're not going to be producing as much testosterone. So another preservatives that's found a lot in foods, a lot of processed foods, is sodium nitrates and nitrates. Now this is the same thing. It's kind of preventing bacteria from growing, but this is known to be a level 1 carcinogenic, which means it causes cancer. And we're going to see a lot of people start to get cancer. If you think about the 1900s, cancer was probably top 5 in the reasons of deaths. But now it's like second place for cause of deaths. And honestly, it's going to keep going until you see so many people die out from cancer. And it's very sad, but you have to be informed on what's going on with your health. You have to be informed on what ingredients are in a food, even if it seems to be healthy, there's always something hidden inside of it. So the next thing, if you see something that says bioengineered food on the package, and we're starting to see this a lot, it basically means it's genetically modified, which means it's artificial. They alter the DNA of the food that you're trying to eat. I mean, just think about how bad that could be for you. They're altering what the food actually is to make it taste better, make it bigger, make it more appealing to you. You have to go for anything that's organic and natural. You can't be eating this stuff that's modified, that's artificial, that's engineered. I mean, come on, like, are you really gonna trust a food that says bioengineered? So we're starting to see a lot of restaurants, a lot of fast food places use seed oils. Same thing as before. In the 1900s, everyone was using natural, either the good oils like avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, or they're using like beef tallow. Now everyone's starting to use seed oils because they're cheaper than all of these good oils. And these oils are highly inflammatory. And that means that your body's just going to get sick at so much of a faster rate. Next thing is we have carrageenan, and this is basically an ingredient that mixes two ingredients that are not supposed to mix. I mean, I keep mentioning like all of this crazy things. I mean, why are you having an ingredient that's mixing two things that are not supposed to mix? Like, doesn't that just sound crazy to you? And again, it's highly inflammatory, and people literally give this ingredient to people that need more inflammation in their body. I mean, just let that sit through your mind. Like, think about that. Inflammation seriously causes almost every sickness and disease in the human body. We have to cut out inflammation, and the way to do this is to clean up the ingredients that we're putting into our bodies. The next thing, and this is a big one, artificial sugars. You see a lot of packaging these days that says no sugar, no added sugar, but then they have artificial sugars, which is 100 times worse. Some of the artificial sugars that they have in foods are acesulfame potassium, sucralose, forgot the rest, but there's a lot of hidden words that they have for artificial sugars. This stuff is a lot worse than just regular sugar. And what people don't know is the protein powder, the protein bars that you're eating, that you're consuming. Look very deeply. It might say zero sugar, but it has artificial sugar. And this is what the fitness influencers are not telling you. They're not telling you that it has artificial sugar. It's going to ruin your testosterone, ruin your health, just so you could get 20 grams of protein. The protein I use is literally one ingredient, actually two ingredients. It's a mixer that's natural, and it's whey protein. Your protein is not supposed to taste like salted caramel, like brownie batter. I mean, like, are you like a little boy that you need to be having this taste in your mouth? Next thing is artificial colors. Everyone knows red 40. There's like blue, yellow, green, probably every color, but this stuff is not supposed to go in your body as well. Next is high fructose corn syrup. Now, this is basically a sweetener derived from corn, and this is going to cause diabetes pretty much. We're starting to see a lot of people get diabetes as well, and the ingredients again are the reason why. Your food could either be the healer of your body or the poison to your body. So now you might be trying to clean up your diet and not going for all these harmful ingredients, but then you get meat, fruit, milk, but this stuff doesn't have the organic label. And you're basically wasting your time if you do this, because there's so much pesticides, there's so much hormones pumped into this stuff. So it's not going to benefit you at all. Actually, the pesticides that they put is basically something that kills bugs, and they put this on the fruit, on the vegetables, and you're consuming that. Imagine this, something that kills creatures, and you're putting it inside your body. So you have to get organic only. There's no other way around this. If you don't get organic, then they're also like modifying what's wrong with the foods, and they're just putting random stuff into it. Just please be aware that there's going to be influencers that tell you all you have to care about is your macros, but that's not true. You have to care about your macros and your health. Look at the ingredient of every single thing in your cabinet. When you go to the grocery store, look in the ingredients of everything. If there's artificial sugars, if there's artificial flavor, anything artificial, or anything that modifies the food, get rid of it. So right now, what you could do is go look at your protein powder. If it has all this fake stuff, all this fake sugar in it, get rid of it and get a natural one. Okay, so we went over all the bad ingredients, and now you're probably left thinking, what the hell should I eat? And what you want to eat is organic meats. Meats is one of the best things for us. Don't listen to the fat doctors that tell you red meat is bad. Red meat is very, very good for you. Think about the ancestors. They had to get meat. They had to hunt for meat. That's the only thing they could. They didn't have no pasta back in the day. They only had meat. Eggs are very, very good for us as well. Eggs contain so much vitamins that are good for our bodies. So it's best to have around 2 to 4 every day. Also, nuts, fruits, vegetables, all of this is good for us as well. So just have a list of foods that are single ingredients. And remember to always just go for the organic versions of these. I'm not going to lie to you, like it's going to be very hard to clean up your diet. I remember it took me so much awareness and so much willpower to fight off all of this food because first of all, I wasn't aware of it, and second of all, I was badly addicted to it. It takes time, but the best thing you could do is just to slowly replace one meal at a time. Don't try to listen to this advice where they say just add in healthy foods. You have to replace the bad foods. You have to completely get rid of the bad foods. Sugar is the worst thing for your body. It's a poison for your body and your mind. Don't just try to get rid of the food in your environment. For example, don't go in your closet. Well, you should be doing this, but don't just rely on getting rid of the chips and all the junk food because you're going to be faced with it eventually. You're going to go to a birthday party, you're going to go to work, and you're going to see these sweets and these junk foods in front of you. So the best thing to do is to develop the willpower to fight against it. Just remember next time you're going to eat something that there could be a potential ingredient that is harming your body, ruining your testosterone, causing you to develop more like a woman. These days you see a lot of men kind of look like women. Their skulls aren't really getting developed well. Like if you look at the skulls of ancient people, their skulls were so much bigger and thicker, and now our skulls kind of look like baby skulls. And the reason why is because of the foods. Remember that this agenda, this elite level of people, whatever it is, they are trying to make you sick. They're trying to make you unhealthy. So be aware of everything. That's all for this video. I hope it helped. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. See ya.